Hey everyone, welcome. And we are going to be talking about men and accountability. I have a special guest here today. I'm gonna let her say something. Go ahead, girl.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me on your channel today.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to have you here because I know you're gonna go off a little later, but I just want to show a TikTok video. I'm gonna show you the video, and then I'm gonna ask you what you think about this video, and I'm going to tell you what kind of inspired me to make a whole video about this little TikTok video that I found. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add this to the stream. Hey, uppity unicorn. Hey, girl. Hey, Dion Brown. Okay, y'all gonna have to watch this video. Okay, it's amazing. Child, every time I look at this video, I get excited. Okay.
Man, because you can abort a child. You can make me a parent even if I don't want to be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is straight bullshit. Straight bull. Check this out. Men, you control your seed. That's it. You control. When you give it to her, it's hers. Whether she chooses to have an abortion or give you an unwanted child, you gave her permission. Let's start at the beginning. Don't allow this fool to walk around men's responsibility in this. You understand? You gave her the seed. Vasectomy or strap up. That's your responsibility. And if you chose not to, she can do with your seed whatever the hell she wants to do with your seed, because now it's in her body. You understand that? Men, it's on you. Don't think it's not. Don't listen to this dumb motherfucker. It's on you. Protect your seed.
All right, so that is the end of the video. I just want to say I'm gonna do all the greetings because I see y'all, ladies. I see y'all. So we have Dion Brown. She was warding off the Dusties. Hey, Dion Brown, thank you for warding off the Dusties. Sophie. Hey, Sophie. Hey, uppity unicorn. Hey, girl. BC. Okay, we really gonna get into this conversation, y'all, because it is rare that I see a man like this speaking so much truth. They lie so much. Okay. Melanie Hazelton, hey girl, hey Melanie. Antoinette, hey Antoinette. Yeah, I know, girl. Kevin Samuels is horrible. But anyway, and the thing is, we have another man saying how horrible he is, and he's speaking some good sense. Goddess Energy, hey Goddess Energy, hey BC. BC says Kevin Samuels is a dusty based on that mindset regarding children. Absolutely. It's like what he's really saying is that men have no control. Oh, men are so weak-minded that they have no control over their bodies. That's basically what they're saying. Hey, X-Tina. Hey, Christina, girl. Hey. All right. So, Ruth, what do you think about this video? I'm going to get Ruth's quick opinion, and I'm going to play the video again for you guys to see, okay?
Okay. I think it's a good video. He has some pretty good points.
And you know, the reason why I'm showing this video is because, honestly, on YouTube, I've seen so many men talk about the woman chose to have the child. She is her fault she had a baby. And it's like, homie, you gave her the seed. She can't make a baby without you giving her the seed.
Well, fortunately, the law is on our side because they apparently agree with us.
I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, take accountability. And it's crazy. Like, I'm not going to name any names, but some YouTubers in our little small knit community, like, I don't know if you knew this, Ruth, but I'm part of, like, I don't know, the YouTube algorithm put us all together. Christina is one of them. She's a content creator. And it's just kind of, we're all kind of grouped in together in our own little YouTube community. But there were some people in our YouTube community talking about, oh, it's the woman's fault. It's her fault that she had the baby. And it's like, she can't have the baby if you don't give her the seed. She can't have it. It takes two. I mean, humans haven't evolved to the point yet where women can just have babies on our own. Yes, that is a possibility in the future because other species of animals have women who just can procreate on their own.
I can't wait till that day happens. I literally cannot wait.
But you know,
because my baby fever is so high.
And we don't know how to do it yet, but I don't know if you knew this, Ruth, but women do produce sperm in their bone marrow. So it could be a possibility one day that women can start reproducing on their own. without the help of another man. But as of right now, we can't do that by ourselves. We don't have the technology. We don't have the mechanisms. We don't have the tools to produce on our own. So this whole argument that it's the woman's fault for having a baby is absurd. So I'm going to play this video one more time. I'm going to let this Kang tell you, and all y'all 7 Kevin Samuels supporters, I'm going to let him tell y'all the truth, okay? You're going to watch this video over and over again.
Man, because you can abort a child. You can make me a parent even if I don't want to be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is straight bullshit. Straight bull. Check this out. Men, you control your seed. That's it. You control. When you give it to her, it's hers. Whether she chooses to have an abortion or give you an unwanted child, you gave her permission. So let's start at the beginning. Don't allow this fool to walk around men's responsibility in this. You understand? You gave her the seed. Vasectomy or strap up. That's your responsibility. And if you chose not to, she can do with your seed whatever the hell she wants to do with your seed, because now it's in her body. You understand that? Men, it's on you. Don't think it's not. Don't listen to this dumb motherfucker. It's on you. Protect your seed.
And this man breaks it down so well. And it's just the lengths men will go to avoid accountability and responsibility is astounding. It's truly like something I could never imagine as a woman. I could never going to those lengths to avoid responsibility for my own body. Like men running around wanting to control a woman's body. They want to tell a woman what she can wear, what she can't wear. If she wears this, she's not respectable. If she wears this, then she is respectable. They want to make laws and policies around whether or not she can terminate a pregnancy or whether or not she can get birth control on her own without a male signature. Men will go out of their way in an attempt to control a woman's body. But what they really say when they blame women for having children that they gave them permission to have is that we try to control your body as a woman because we can't even control our own bodies. When a man blames a woman for having his child, what he is saying is we are so weak that we can't even control our own bodies. Ruth, what you got to say?
See, my whole thing, this new wave I'm on, I don't really care what they think. I just think we need to just stop giving them access, period. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a round of applause. I think that's a perfect sum up. Like, I mean, if a man has access to me, he has truly worked and earned for that access. I'm done. I'm finished. Ruth is finished. We encourage all of you to be finished because they're insane and they run away from responsibility. They run away from accountability. And honestly, we need more men like this. This man who made this TikTok, we need more men like this. Okay? And okay, go ahead, girl. Sorry.
In actuality, we don't need more men like that. We have power. We have control if we cut them off completely. Mm-hmm. If we cut them off, they will do what they need to do. Like right now, I feel so passionate and so strongly about just not giving men, especially Black men, any access to us whatsoever. Like I think giving Black men access to Black women is just a complete waste of time unless they have earned it.
So Uppity Unicorn is here. She is agreeing with you, Ruth. Uppity Unicorn is up in the building. She says here in her comment, she says, you cannot sleep with these men. They should be boycotted indefinitely.
Yes, we need to, one, teach other young Black women to boycott them. We need to boycott them because here's the thing. Black men expect Black women to be completely perfect before they give us the time of day. You know what? They don't need access to us. There are plenty of other men in the world who we need to limit their access as well. But these other men are willing to do things that Black men are not willing to do for us. But we so easily give them this access, and that's why they don't value us. At the end of the day, we have the power. Like this argument, these conversations, the only reason this guy Kevin Samuels or even this guy is popular arguing about whose seed belongs to who, at the end of the day, it's because of the access that they have that we control.
Absolutely. Happy Unicorn, did you want to say something?
I just wanted to thank you both for speaking on this topic. I want to see us as African-American women get on YouTube, get on social media, and completely and utterly drown out this man's message. It is such nonsense. This guy is allegedly a former bathroom attendant and a former cosmetics counter girl, fronting like he was a high-value man for all this time. I mean, went to college, dropped out, stayed in long enough to pledge Kappa Alpha Psi, is from the mighty 9th district, so all the Black Boule people who know anything about the fraternities and sororities in that area, okay, then it's easy to find that man and what his history is, like a Rolodex. This man is an utter, complete, total narcissist. This man has zero empathy, zero compassion, cannot experience remorse, dishes out what he cannot take. I mean, if you ask him a question he doesn't like, you're a bitch and a broad and a slap sound and get the fuck off my line. Like, this guy is horrible. And for the men who support him, because here's the deal, I am with, and I hate this word, we must cancel it. I'm with a so-called high-value Black man, 6-figure, blah, 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 business-owning entrepreneur, former footballer, whatever, right? So lots of good, big, burly, intelligent African-American men out there who are getting a really nasty name because of men like this and the assholes who support him. When you see a Kevin Samuel supporter, write him the hell off. Get a list. Write them the hell off indefinitely. Yes, I believe people can change. I believe in repentance. Malcolm X is one of the best redemptive stories I've ever seen, heard of in my life, okay? Yet and still, these men need to be taught a lesson. And here's the deal. If these other races of women are so much better than us, then what the hell are you obsessing over us for? Bon voyage, bro.
Real.
Like,
Honestly.
I will pack your lunch.
It's
I
like,
will pack you a sack
it's
of
like
water.
who talks about, but that's a great point. Who talks about something all day, up and down, sideways, about something they don't want? Like, if you don't want something, why would you talk about it all day? These men claim that they don't want Black women. They don't want anything to do with Black women. So why are you talking about us all day long, nonstop?
Here's the deal. I feel like they're split down the middle, like Moses in the Red Sea. You have the men who talk about us all day because they're obsessed over us, and the one of us that they didn't want them. And then you have the men who really and truly do hate us, and they define their status with the same way impoverished whites used to, right? And that impoverished whites who weren't able to own slaves were like, well, at least I'm not an N-word. So there are some of these men who really and truly are dead-ass KKK anti-Black racists, dead-ass white supremacists in blackface, right?
So what did you, absolutely, I agree. So what did you think about the video though? So I'm going to play it one more time for the new people who have come in. I'm going to play the video one more time, and we're going to ask Uppity Unicorn and Ruth, Simply Tanzan, we're going to ask them what they thought about the video. If you guys would like to come up as well and say a couple of words, because honestly, y'all, this video I'm about to show you, it's rare that you have a man really taking accountability for his body. It's so rare that I literally had to make this video. I found that TikTok last night and I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm making this video because it is so rare. You have men everywhere on YouTube blaming women for creating a child it took 2 people to make. She didn't make that baby on her own. But it's all the woman's fault. It's all her fault, right? So I'm going to show you this video. If you're interested in coming up, here is the link right here. You can click that and it will take you up on the panel so we can have a conversation. I just want to say, hey, Queen of the South. Hey.
Oh my God. Hey, Queen.
Yeah, Queen of the South. She's great. She says men don't talk about women who they don't want. Facts. Yeah, truly. But anyway, let's play this video one more time. And let's see, right here. Okay.
Yeah, because you can abort a child. You can make me a parent even if I don't want to be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is straight bullshit. Straight bull. Check this out. Men, you control your seed. That's it. You control. When you give it to her, it's hers. Whether she chooses to have an abortion or give you an unwanted child, you gave her permission. So let's start at the beginning. Don't allow this fool to walk around men's responsibility in this. You understand? You gave her the seed. Vasectomy or strap up. That's your responsibility. And if you chose not to, she can do with your seed whatever the hell she wants to do with your seed, because now it's in her body. You understand that? Men, it's on you. Don't think it's not. Don't listen to this dumb motherfucker. It's on you. Protect your seed.
Yeah, because you can abort a child. You can make me a parent even if I don't want to be.
That is
And
so crazy.
ladies and gentlemen, is straight.
Okay, all right. So we watched the video. I just want to say quick shout out to Maya Asia. Hey, Maya Asia, girl. You should come up and tell us what you think, girl. You really do provide some great insight. So we have BC. BC says they really think they're masculine leaders, but constantly blaming women for their own undesirable outcomes. They're delusional. It's so shameful. Absolutely. Queen of the South says single mothers are the fault of the woman. Abortions are the fault of a woman. Child support is our fault. Stepfathers, everything. Apparently, every single thing is our fault, right? Anyway, maybe we should just stop birthing males in general. Maybe that's an option. But anyway,
It really is an option, though.
stop baby boys. Just like female infanticide is so common around the world, where they literally will kill a baby girl. Like I remember I read an article from the New York Times years ago, and it was like somebody had a baby girl, and the doctor was like, "Oh fuck, it's a girl," and he picked up the baby girl and literally threw it in a trash can.
Oh my goodness.
They are doing this to baby girls all over the world. Maybe you should be in the reverse, because honestly, the vast majority of people who are committing murders, rapes, assaults are men. So maybe we should stop birthing men. Maybe that the vast majority of problems in the world will go away. Like honestly, if the roles were reversed and they were committing infanticide against baby boys, trust me, we would have a lot less crime in this world, a lot less wars, a lot less strife, a lot less inequality. But anyway, go ahead.
I find it very strange that Kevin Samuels is a man who comes from the church. The reason he seems so convincing is because he was actually a minister of a singles ministry at a major church. And my thing is this: how in the hell can you not understand that some African American women, even though they fornicate, even though they, commit this whatever kind of sin, that they can't bring themselves to murder their own babies? There are so many African American women who are Christian and who are pro-life. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why should I have to? And here's the deal. I'm between pro-life and pro-choice. I understand a woman's right to choose, and I would never take that from her. It's just, for me personally, it breaks my heart, right? However, how freaking ever, this guy who comes from a religious background, like, why would you expect her to murder her own child because you don't want to be a daddy? Why don't you just come in your hand? Masturbate, buy a sex doll. There are all kinds of sophisticated tools for you to get that nut, my guy. Yep. All kind of beautiful dolls, big asses, silicone tits. Girls got silicone titties anyway. Go fuck a doll. There are some that are just made as an ass with a vagina. Some are just made as a mouth and lips. It's true. With a silicone skin inside.
That's all they want.
In there. Stick it in a hole. Use Jergens.
Uppity, that's all they want though. You absolutely. But I'm gonna read this comment from Queen of the South. She says, "Don't get too deep, universe. They don't like when you state facts that don't support their narrative." But honestly, Queen of the South, you're right. You're absolutely right. But let's think about this. Like, I'm gonna post an article in the chat, and I'm gonna show y'all right now. Actually, I'm gonna show you this article. But I'm not joking when I tell you baby girls are killed every single day because they throw them away because they want baby boys. If it was in the reverse, trust me, our world would be a much better place. But I'll show you. It's right here. It says here, why infanticide happens almost exclusively to girls and not boys. Okay, and this is a whole article. I'm going to post this. This is International Relations. And I'm just going to read this. Female infanticide is a form of gendered violence described as a part of the worldwide phenomenon of the devaluation of women. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all think about this.
Bullshit.
Hold on.
Straight bull. Check this out.
But anyway, you're right, Queen of the South. You're right, but it is what it is. Who else said something? He said, so Queen of the South is saying, why don't they talk about the abortions they pay for?
Or even more than that, the abortions they force. The women, I mean, I talk about all the time on my channel, Baby Boy, where Yvette was forced to go to that clinic by Jody. She wasn't, oh, I don't want no baby. I don't care. You know, they make this thing where it's like, oh, she killed my baby. Oh, I wanted my baby and she killed my. No, it's never like that. It's bitch
Right.
drink bleach. There are 2 different articles about African American women who don't know each other, men who don't know each other, and they were forced to drink bleach by their boyfriends who didn't want the dang babies.
Stupid.
They
So,
be sending us to go, you know, do what
and
we
that,
want to do.
that doesn't do anything, right? That doesn't stop a fucking pregnancy.
I mean, these guys are truly idiots. These men are truly, I mean, when you're talking about the statistics of
Are you
people not knowing how
serious?
to read.
Wait. Are you serious? Like they were forced to drink bleach? They thought bleach was going to kill a baby?
Google it. Google
Oh,
it. Black
God.
man forces black woman to drink bleach to abort baby. I mean, these guys, when you're thinking about guys who are dropouts, guys who can't read or do math beyond a 4th grade level, these guys grow up. They grow up. And they can't figure out what to do with the reproductive system. And they don't know what they're doing. I'm like, you're not going to kill. Chances are you're going to kill that woman and the baby will survive. Dingleberry.
Right.
I mean, if a woman falls, you know, down a hill or a cliff and she dies, chances are baby is surrounded by water.
Right.
Baby is not fed by what mommy eats. Mommy is fed by what she eats. Baby is fed by the freaking marrow.
But
It's literally taken out of, yes.
But you know what, Uppity, all these conversations about abortion, it's just like, what about all of the born baby girls that are killed every single day?
Look, I come from an Islamic background, right? And the Arabs were the most backward people on the planet and are arguably returning to that. But the Arabs would go as far as to bury their baby girls alive.
They buried them
They
alive.
would go as far as to drop them down wells, even if they were 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they let the girl grow, whatever, the mom fought as hard as she could to keep her baby girl alive. And then daddy wanted to take her out for a walk and throw her down a damn well. Like this is a centuries old practice. However, as a mother bereaved, you know how I feel about kids, right? As a former school teacher, and the child I lost was a boy. So I'm never going to think that, you know, we have to get rid of one gender over the other. We have to change the culture because the nature of men is fine. You can't send an all-female infant. Well, maybe now you can. Hello. Like back in the day, you couldn't send an all-female infantry to war because it wouldn't make sense. However, now war is just you press a button and you got a drone, right?
But
so let me take that shit back real quick.
You know what, Uppity? Would war exist without males?
I think fighting is a part of the human condition. Even women fight among themselves physically.
Not like that. Not at the large scale. But I honestly, I mean, there are experiments that are going on right now. There are all female villages. There's one in Kenya, and there's one in Syria. These women are trained in combat to ward off men from entering their villages. They don't fight each other. I'm gonna just say that.
Well, I've seen the one in Kenya. I've actually played a documentary about that on Up to Unicorn on my channel. However, there's a reason why these are few and far between. I celebrate them and they must be protected at all costs. However, there's a reason these are the exception to the rule and not the rule itself. Part of what is wrong, because let's say we get rid of enough men to only procreate, we will still have the pick-me who is poisonous to other women. There's a mindset we have to delete. We don't need to get rid of white people. There's a mindset we need to delete.
I don't know though. Possibly yes. Possibly you will have a couple of pick-me's, but I don't know.
I agree with that 100%. I was just telling you, women can be more vicious than men.
But Ruth,
absolutely.
Don't pick-me's come from this patriarchal value system where you value men over women?
But if you have way more women than men and you still have men around, they're going to literally become the prize. They're going to literally become a coveted, you know, it's like supply and demand. When the supply goes down and the demand goes up, these men are literally, we would make them worth their weight in gold. This is why the women of China, right? Because China had a crazy infanticide for so long because they were overpopulated and it was like, look, you can only have one kid. Everybody wanted a boy. Now the Chinese woman is the hottest commodity on the planet. And get this, she only dates interracially. So Chinese men are a nation of men without women. And they're flooding other places, flooding Africa, flooding wherever to try to find a woman to be with. So again, that Chinese woman, they will give her everything just to stay with them because they made her a hot commodity. So if we did the same thing to men, it would make them an even more oppressive. They would be an elite group, literally an elite group, and that's what you don't want to do.
That is definitely a valid point. But still a part of me is like, you know, infanticide, like I said, it exists, right? It exists. It's widespread all throughout the world. It's obviously less of a problem in quote unquote developed countries, but killing baby girls is absolutely the norm in most of Asia, in plenty of other continents. Okay. If it was reversed, if who they were killing were baby boys instead of baby girls, I do think we would have a very different outcome. I don't necessarily think patriarchy would be able to.
Well, history has seen this before, sis. History saw this with the Pharaoh of Egypt and the Hebrews. When every other generation, he would kill off all the boys and leave the girls. And it was a huge oppression among the women because who are they going to be with? Who are they going to procreate with? Were we condemning these women to be lesbians or bisexual despite their religious or spiritual beliefs? What were they to,
but then again,
they had to lower their standards.
Then again, we're talking about a patriarchal power system that was in place where males were privileged and valued over women. Outside of I know this is extremely hypothetical. Outside of the context of a patriarchal society, I don't know if that would still be the case. I don't know if men still would be a hot commodity if they had fewer numbers. I don't know. But it's all hypothetical. We have no idea.
You would have to condemn women to being lesbians or sharing a man. And a lot of men would love that idea of polygamy because that's what would happen. It would be multiple women.
Girl, why
for one man?
Gotta be condemned to be
because some women are truly heterosexual, right? Like I love the way my partner's balls smell, penis, like I love the pheromones, I love the hair. Like girl, okay. But like in a sexual rage, I mean, I might it's like I feel pressure to scissor now, you know?
No.
I feel pressure. I feel pressure to get one off.
But girl, okay, so this is something to think about. So yes, you know what, I'm heterosexual. I'm gosh, all these people. Okay, so I'm listen, I understand what you're saying. I am heterosexual as well. I am sexually attracted to men. Unfortunately, I am. However, the more I'm exposed to content, you know, like Kevin Samuels content or like his supporters, the more psychologically I become less attracted to men. And the more I'm starting to be like, wait a minute, it's so ghetto to be attracted to men. I just think it's so ghetto. Like, I'm like, yo, why am I attracted to these horrible things? Like, but I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna just say this, uppity girl. I'm gonna just say this. Do you know that women in heterosexual relationships have less orgasms than women in like queer relationships?
Oh, absolutely. That's a fact. Some women die without having orgasms, and part of that is because of, well, I can't say because of being heterosexual, but there's definitely, I mean, a woman knows a woman's body. So women are doing things to other women, especially understanding the clitoris for having one. But for me, I have a beastly pelvic floor. So I have incredible vaginal orgasms. And the first time I learned that the majority of women die without experiencing a vaginal orgasm, sis, I legit cried because that's some of the best stuff Earth has to offer. If I had to
wait. You said when you first experienced a vaginal orgasm, you cried.
No, not that. When I first found out that there are women who die,
oh God,
without ever having a vaginal orgasm, I cried because I feel like it's such a joy to be stripped from a person. It's like women have that right. There are so many different ways that a woman can come. You know, you can have a clitoral orgasm, a vaginal, a labial. Like there's just so much. And I'm just like, to know that some women don't get that because some men don't care about a woman's pleasure.
Right.
For me, that's oppressive, especially when she's giving you her body and you're coming to your pleasure. Like it's worthy of study. It's worthy of becoming a force.
So, you know, I kind of wrote like a little blog post about this, and it's really effed up that it's like you have men out here who expect women to go half on dates, expect women to go half on the bills, go half on the rent, when it's like you want sexual access to that woman, And when that woman gives you sexual access, she is literally risking her life. Especially as a Black woman, because Black women die 5 times the rate of white women while giving birth.
Absolutely.
So she's risking her life, and girl, she don't even have orgasms.
That's an atrocity. This is why I believe God created the clitoris. It's the only body part, say it with me, the only body part on the human body that's sole purpose is pleasure. Because God knows. God knows. There's not another body part that does that.
But girl, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this woman is literally risking her life laying down with you, and she not even getting an orgasm, but you getting everything.
I mean, sis, when the way that my son died was because of preeclampsia, right? So preeclampsia in its maturity, it kills the mother and the child. So I was bleeding out. It's 5 days. Different doctors are like, you better call your people. We can't keep blood in your body. You're gonna die. And I'm looking at my son's corpse, from across the room. So when you say this, nobody understands this better than me. Nobody, maybe Serena Williams, Beyonce, anybody who's ever lived through I literally got up and walked off of my deathbed. So this is a reason why I feel like women, I say it to people like this, and this is not a literal statement, but I say the Black woman is my God. The Black man is the prophet who is supposed to teach me the means of nearness to her, the means to worship her, and I am her humble believer.
I like that.
That is the order of things I need. That's the order that I need. So anything that is outside of that order, I side eye.
I like that.
The Black woman's risk is huge. I mean, it's something that just came out of my heart. Like I'd never heard it before either, but I search my soul for questions about African-American women because I want the best for us. Our ancestors already suffered for us. Why are we choosing to suffer still? We can write off every single man who was a Kevin Samuel supporter.
Right.
We can tag them. We can know them by name. We have the technology to do it. And here, sis, I forwarded you a list. If he is, on this list, that's not for you. You don't talk to him. He's not redeemable. All right. Boycotted indefinitely.
Right. Okay. So this is, wow. Thank you, Uppity. Thank you, Playably. Playably says, wow, marrying Ariti, do you need a personal indentured servant? You know what, Playably?
Oh my God.
Thank you, Playably. But anyway, let me read. So people are saying things about Queen of this house says Kenya Moore had preeclampsia too. Goddess says, I'm sorry for your loss, Uppity. And everybody, I think you should go follow. You should go subscribe to Uppity Unicorn. Put that in the search bar on YouTube. Yeah, subscribe to her channel. She's great. Uppity Unicorn. But anyway, that's her name. That's how she spells her name. You should subscribe to her. Okay. But you know what, Uppity, you bring some very, very amazing insight. I don't know where Ruth went. She just left.
Yeah, where'd she go? I only planned to be up here for a short time, and then she left us hanging. Come back, Ruth.
I sent her a text message. But anyway, girl.
It's a hard thing to come across. Another reason why I would hate for men to be in a minority is because Black men are pretending to be the prize because we outnumber them by over 2 million. And so they think if they wipe their asses correctly, that, we ought to give them, cunnilingus. And it's just like, they're losing sight of the fact that the woman is the prize because we make that genetic sacrifice. We do the pregnancy. We walk that tightrope between life and death anytime we conceive a child. Not just labor and childbirth, but to conceive a child can kill you. Just by reproductive organs alone, we are the prize. So them being in a minority is inherently problematic. But what I like to tell Black women is what Ralph Richard Banks told Black women, who is a very proud Black man who is married proudly to a Black woman, and that is expand your options. Go get celebrated and appreciated, not just tolerated.
He's a professor at Stanford, right?
Absolutely. A wonderful, beautiful Black man who, I mean, is the dream when it comes to creating an educated, boule, upper middle class Black family. But he's like, the math is not working out in your favor. And he literally said, like, give up the fight. In other words, take off the cape.
And it doesn't mean you have to marry a white man, ladies. You can marry, Asian men, Latino men. You have plenty of options.
You can marry a Black man and still take off the cape. I'm with a black man and I still have not the cape on.
Right. You can go to Africa, get you an African man. I don't know, like.
We have to set boundaries as black women.
I absolutely agree. But
that's my mister. I love you, girl.
Who said that? Anyway, I don't know. I guess she left. All right, so I'm gonna play the video again one more time. I'm gonna let this sink in. There are men who take accountability. Oh my gosh, what are some of these comments? You got salmon and salad. Who else? Queen of the South says, can patriarchy exist without misogyny? That's my question. Women did share men in ancient times. I don't think it can, Queen of the South. And women did share men, but men also shared women. So that's my response to that. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna be out. Thank you guys for coming through, and here you go.
Men, you control your seed. That's it. You control. When you give it to her, it's hers. Whether she chooses to have an abortion or give you an unwanted child, you gave her permission. So let's start at the beginning. Don't allow this fool to walk around men's responsibility in this. You understand? You gave her the seed. Vasectomy or strap up. That's your responsibility. And if you chose not to, she can do with your seed whatever the hell she wants to do with your seed, because now it's in her body. You understand that? Men, it's on you. Don't think it's not. Don't listen to this dumb motherfucker. It's on you. Protect your seed.
Yeah, because you can abort a child. You can make me a parent even if I don't want to be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is straight bullshit. Straight bull.
Okay, so y'all get the point. There are men out here that take accountability. It is amazing when I see it. This is why I had to show this TikTok. It is so rare that you find men taking responsibility and accountability for their bodies instead of blaming women for absolutely everything and blaming women for their own poor decisions and choices. So it was lovely to see you all here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Queen of the South says, I'm on my level up. So glad you shared this, UT. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you guys have a lovely, lovely, hey, Teresa Brown. You guys make sure you have a lovely day. Today is my birthday. I'm going out to dinner with a bunch of friends and family. And I'm happy. And y'all just got to stay woke, because these men out here will try to trick you and make you think that you are worth less than you actually are. Okay? All right. So, peace out.